Chucky T puts on the brakes. Hooks him. Oh, he's done the deal.
What's going on, everybody? It is Joey Nohana back in the studio, shaped like Anthony's mother's basement, and I am with two men who are alive and well. The blizzard of 2017 is... We survived the apocalypse known as a lot of fucking snow.
I didn't know we lived in fucking Winterfell.
Oh my god.
Right?
It was... There was... I don't even... I up to my knees, maybe even more than that.
Yeah, it was over my knee. I'm taller than you.
Talking about waist deep snow, man. This
Thankfully...
shit is wild.
Here at the studio shaped like Anthony's mother's basement, they do have a snow plow, which
you mean a snowblower?
Snowblower, whatever the fuck it is, and it did a lot of the work. It helped out a lot. I was too fucking lazy to get up in time.
Yeah, you fucking asshole. You didn't get up till 1:30 in the morning or in the afternoon.
Anthony knocked on my fucking door, and I went, "Oh, I forgot there was snow outside," and my lazy ass finally got up to go help out. But it's been about fucking 48 hours. The snow hasn't stopped. I don't think it's still stopped. It'll probably never stop.
Nope.
We'll never see spring as long as we live.
It'll be snowing on my birthday, which is in the end of July. So,
old Tyson over here had an issue getting out of his driveway.
I did. I was stuck for about half an hour, and I thought we were past this yesterday when I did about 4 hours of fucking shoveling.
No, you're supposed to get a good chunk of snow today, and I think it's supposed to snow a couple more times this week too.
This guy got up at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yep.
Did some shoveling.
Yep.
Thought it was all over.
Oh,
well,
I didn't necessarily think it was over, but I mean, I thought.
But you put enough effort.
I thought I put in a dent.
Yeah. We up and goes, oh, who the fuck erased all my progress?
Right? I looked outside, like, doesn't look like I touched the fucking thing.
Unfucking believable. We are here recording still in this fucking god awful weather, and it is March 16th, Stone Cold Steve Austin Day, Austin 316 Day, and it is 1:19 in the morning, and we got together at 9 o'clock p.m. to do some recording, but nonetheless, these guys screwed around, listened to a couple tunes on the way to recording this episode. But anyways, let us begin with some WWE television for the week. By the way, forgot to announce these guys. It's Tyson Tulu to the left of me, Anthony Crusoe to the right. Totally forgot these guys were here. And by the way, you could also go to our PodBean account, or our channel, falconarrow.podbean.com, so you could find out. You could check in on all of our older MP3s and all of our archived shit. Well, not archived. Yeah, there's only been about 3 episodes, but it will be a lot more. Then you could go to
Still
our
archived.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel. Go look for us there, and you could leave a like for us on Facebook. Facebook.com/FalconArrowCast. So give us a like on that and follow up with any of our episodes that we post. And now that we got that out of the way, it's time to talk about some Monday Night Raw, everyone's favorite segment, or everyone's favorite 3-hour comedy special. No, we are not talking about the new Amy Schumer special on Netflix.
No, we are certainly not. Jesus.
You have your feelings about that, Nicholas.
Yeah, Amy Schumer is god-awful, dude. She is blonde cancer.
Yes.
That's it.
I've laughed at a couple of her jokes, man. I mean, she's all right. She's not.
They're all the same jokes. I'm a whore. The end.
Yes.
That's it.
I have a vagina.
And then she's trying to be the new the body positive Barbie or whatever in a new movie coming out. Yeah. And that's I'll just drop the mic on that.
Body positivity is such a joke.
It really is.
But we should say that for another podcast.
We should say that for another cast. Yeah.
For a misogyny podcast.
There's nothing misogynistic about realizing that being fat is not the healthiest lifestyle.
Patriarchy cast 2017. Be there or be square.
Be there or be fat. Apparently. Now, this Monday Night Raw hailed from The Joe. The final episode in The Joe, as it were, in Detroit, Michigan.
The last show on The Joe?
The last go at The Joe, as Triple H once said. Speaking of Triple H,
Speaking of last shows at The Joe, by the way, the Rangers, they won their last show, their last game at The Joe. So
no one cares about the Rangers, so go fuck yourself.
Fuck you.
Or the Red Wings, for that matter. So.
Well, yeah,
the Red Wings are awful, yeah.
They're pretty bad this year.
But anyways, I would like to speak about the final segment on this Monday Night Raw. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and fucking Mick Foley. You could have swore this was a segment out of 2000, okay? Because it took Triple H to come out of Gorilla to cut a good promo on Monday Night Raw for them to actually finish with it. I liked the finish of this show. Despite what people said, this was the only good segment on this entire fucking episode.
Yeah.
It was the first time that Raw ended like in a cool way in a long time.
Well, Triple H.
Triple H is the man, so
A lot of people. All right.
most things that Triple H do are pretty cool.
In a pool that contains Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, fucking Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and all these guys that could talk. Okay, Triple H was pretty much under the radar when it came to all these guys, but you could definitely tell in this fucking promo that this guy was actually really fucking good, and he's still really, really good. I mean, this was one of the best fucking segments of just guys talking shit to each other that I've seen in a long time on Monday Night Raw. I mean, on SmackDown they do it every fucking week, but you know, Monday Night Raw, it's a big thing. But it took Triple H coming out of fucking Gorilla and Full Sail University to cut a good fucking promo for Raw to end in a positive way. But that was this entire fucking Raw. It was revolved around Mick Foley having to fire somebody. And I guess we'll kick this off with that. So Mick doesn't know what he wants to do, doesn't know who he should fire, and for some reason, I don't know why Stephanie had to make this guy fire somebody 18, 17 days away from fucking WrestleMania.
To show her dominance.
To show his dominance.
Which is kind of hot.
Show her dominance.
Oh, to show her dominance. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
this is a team-building exercise to prove what kind of a leader he is.
To prove that he's a good businessman.
And that he's worthy of being GM.
Because, proving a good leader to be a good leader means firing someone. That doesn't make any sense.
That's never. I don't understand why that had to be done. But anyway, Stephanie is a pain in the ass apparently, and would like for
it was
Mick
just Steph trying to put Mick in a bad spot.
Oh yeah.
So the segment itself. Okay, so Mick Foley says, "Hey Steph, I'm gonna fire you." Steph goes, "Oh no, Mick, you don't have the authority to do this." And we then see Paul Levesque, a.k.a. Triple H, a.k.a. The Game, a.k.a. the Cerebral Assassin, come out and shut down Mick Foley. So then Foley whips out from his pants, from his crotch, Sacco.
Which makes you wonder if he carries that all the time or if it was just...
I'm almost positive he does.
Or if it was just for Detroit.
No, he does. And
He's
then
just walking down the street with Mr. Sacco.
He's just trying to pad his stuff, make the balls look a little bit bigger, accentuate, if you will.
So Mick Foley's got his sock down Triple H's throat, right? Good segue. And then old Steph gives him a nice little low blow from the back. Then we get to see the man, the myth, the Kingslayer, Seth Rollins come to the ring right before Triple H took off his jacket and was going to beat the living shit out of Mick Foley. But then Rollins came to save the day. He got his ass whipped eventually.
Seth comes in and he drops the crutch, very much like the mic.
Yeah.
And in a very definitive statement saying, hey, guess what? I'm okay, despite the brace.
Yeah.
Which we all knew.
Yep.
We all knew this was going to happen.
Yep.
But then again, this is Triple H, and you will not go over on Triple H.
Nope.
He whips Seth's ass with a fucking crutch, leaves him in the middle of the ring.
Very convincing, by the way.
Very convincing. Beats the living shit out of him. And once again, Triple H has the upper hand going towards WrestleMania, so we will see where that heads with these gentlemen. And what's Samoa Joe going to do for Mania now? Which is my question, because they didn't announce any match. They haven't even announced the Triple H and Seth Rollins match, but what's Joe going to be doing in this whole?
Joe hasn't been doing a
Interfering
whole lot of anything, really. I mean, outside of being like, Triple H's new plaything and his enforcer and all that, like Samoa Joe hasn't really established himself at all. I know they're like kind of playing towards this Neo Evolution angle, right? That's what everyone's saying, and that's what's coming. I feel like they need more guys. You need at least one more guy to make it stable, right? I mean, you can't have a two-man thing. It can't be the Game and his two lapdogs. There needs to be at least a third.
Yeah.
Maybe Finn Balor?
Well, we got to see.
That would be cool.
We got to see the whole Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe faction work together as a unit today, or on this Monday Night Raw. Now, I do want to say something, okay? I would love to see a main event between these guys. I really, really would. I would love to see a match or a feud between Kevin Owens and fucking Samoa Joe.
That would be. I mean, I feel like they're like the same guy.
They are.
They're like a big guy.
Yeah, they're both
kind of nimbly. Who's like
You could believe these guys going toe to toe together.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason why I really like these two guys in a feud. It's because they're both larger than most people, but you also know that they could fight. And they could hold their own in the fucking ring.
And they're both pretty good on the mic. You know, they're both angry. I mean,
Yeah.
especially Joe. Joe's the only guy I know who can cut a promo without a mic. Like, he could just scream at you. You know?
Kev's angry now. He was doing a whole lot of partying the entire fucking time he was the Universal Champion on Monday Night Raw. So now he's taking things a lot more serious than usual. But I would like to talk about this. This is something that really fucking bothered me about this Raw. And I'm going to get it out right now. I was going to save it for a little later, but I need to talk about this now. This number one contenders match, okay, for the
tag titles?
For the tag titles. All right. If you've seen this fucking segment, you know where I'm going with this. So we have a number one contenders match, Cesaro versus the chicken fucker and Cass for the number one contendership for the tag titles at WrestleMania 33. Now, the club are in the fucking back. They are watching the footage as they were, like most guys do, sideways in the locker room. You know how you know how everyone likes to watch footage.
Arms folded.
Arms folded. They just have to make room for that camera to get in there. And the match ends with these fucking guys interfering in the match. Okay. It ends in a DQ, obviously. Nobody wins.
Ends in a no contest.
No contest. Yeah, you're right. My bad. No contest. Then they proceed to walk to the back and say, guess we don't have any fucking opponents for Mania. We took them all out. And then Foley goes, hey, so what was that all about? Oh, well, you know, if no one wins, we can't defend. That is the stupidest.
These guys are fucking losers.
There.
Yeah.
Like, do they not watch the show? Do they not understand how this works?
Usually I watch Raw as a fan. I try to watch it as a fan. God knows it's really hard to do these days. But I did watch it as a fan. I can remember when this happened, standing up and going, why the fuck would you interfere in a number one contenders match when you could go against one fucking team?
Yeah.
Instead, now you get thrown into a triple threat tag match. Mm-hmm. Now you have 4 fucking opponents at WrestleMania. How fucking stupid can you possibly be? Let's just pretend there was a winner in that match. So the chicken fucker and Cass win the match, right? All you really have to worry about is Cass.
Yeah.
Because Enzo fucking sucks at everything he does. He can't wrestle. He's awful on the mic now, and he likes to fuck chicken. He has no aspirations to be the champion at all, ever. So why not just let these guys win, or help them win, as a matter of fact? Get one, try to give yourself a fucking upper hand at Mania, but instead you beat up everybody. Now you have to face Enzo and Cass. Cass is a beast on his own, really. He can hold his own. We've seen it every fucking Monday night. And now you have to go up against fucking Sheamus and Cesaro, probably 2 guys you don't want to fight.
Nope.
In a tag team match.
No.
Carl is significantly smaller.
They're the only good tag team in the
Luke is significantly slower. Sheamus and Cesaro are athletes.
Yes.
They're big guys. They can hold their own, and they're a pretty good fucking unit.
Yeah.
Why in the
Very much so.
fucking world would you do this? Why would you ever interfere in a number one contenders match? You know what's going to happen. You know. This couldn't have made them look any fucking dumb. And if they didn't look any more stupider than they did during this whole fucking
Any more
segment.
stupider?
Any more stupider.
But Joey, I mean, if there's no winner, right? I mean, then nobody gets it.
No, because when this happened, I said, now they're going to be thrown in the triple threat. I looked at the TV and went, good job, you fucking assholes. You're going to be in a triple threat match. And now...
Which wouldn't it just be like a triple tag? Isn't there not a triple threat?
All right, you know what I mean. It's a fucking triple threat tag match.
And they said that on Raw, too. They call it a triple threat, and it's like, nah, it's definitely a triple tag. It should be Tornado, too, because, you know, there's more than 2 teams, so because guys, all the rules are out the window.
Well, isn't it with the multiple...
2 guys in the ring.
It'll be 2 guys in the ring.
2 guys in the ring.
Really?
One
think
team's
that's how
not,
it works,
one
yeah.
team's not in the ring at all.
Yeah.
It would be nice if it was a triple threat match. Like,
Yeah.
every person or one guy from each team getting in the fucking ring.
They should just make it a 6-man tornado thing.
No, not enough cameras, not enough zoom in and outs
Yeah.
for all that action
Too much going on
on.
in the ring. Too much for the fan
Too
to
many
focus
spots. Too many spots.
Too many. They should have just put these guys in a ladder match, or fucking triple, like a
Yeah.
TLC match, please. Anything to make this
add a
fucking
gimmick
matter.
to this to make it, you know, something. Add some
Yeah.
flavor to
What
it.
made this even worse, and what made the club look even more fucking stupider than they already are, is the fact that when they interfered in the match, Michael fucking Cole said that, now here goes the club. They did say something about they want to be, what was it? They want to be more relevant, or they want to be more important, or something like that. They did say something about they want to be more relevant. They want to be in the spotlight more than everybody else. You guys just fed yourselves to Roman Reigns twice.
And got your ass beat.
And got your fucking ass kicked
By a
twice.
single guy, mind you. One dude.
This is so fucking stupid.
These belts and the champions are jokes.
It's god awful.
And how much do you want to bet that these guys don't even take the pinfall?
By the way, outside of the New Day,
They're not even factoring
What do
in
you
the
think?
decision of this match.
You think Enzo and Cass are winning this
For sure,
fucking match?
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, like this match outside of the New Day, this is representative of like the entire tag team division on Raw. There's nothing there, man. Outside like the Shining Stars and all that shit.
Who?
The only
Who the fuck are the Shining
there's
Stars?
only one good tag team on this show, and it's Cesaro and Sheamus.
Yeah, really.
Like
the only believable one too.
Yeah.
Literally 3/4 of the relevant tag teams on the show are participating in this. They need more depth at the position, man. It's fucking sad.
There are 4 relevant tag teams.
The New Day.
They're hosting
There are
Mania,
4
dude.
relevant tag teams.
I know.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you're talking about relevant ice cream sellers
Right?
and talk show hosts, I'm glad that you guys didn't see the talk show segment on Hulu Cut.
No.
Because it was cringy as
Not a
fuck.
fucking chance. I
Like,
mean,
yeah.
what did they do the whole time? They sold their fucking ice cream, didn't they?
Actually, I think I would have liked this skit if it wasn't the New Day. Like, it had like all my favorite comedy things, like interviewing
Fart
someone and
jokes.
constantly cutting them off every time they went to answer a question.
Who did they fucking interview?
The Big Show. Yeah.
God.
For the viewers at home, you couldn't see the reaction, but they both looked away in disgust. And
I don't have enough eyes to roll. Holy shit. All right, well, speaking of awful segments, this is something that Tyson alluded to. You wanted to talk about so badly. Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks. Dana has to wrestle. We get to see Dana fucking wrestle.
For once, right? Now she's done with the whole Arnold Classic thing. She can actually get back in the ring.
and she's done with the whole Golden Corral
She's
thing.
No, I don't think she's quite done with that yet.
Well, you have to realize that they pulled her to the side and said, "Ma'am, you've been here for fucking 6 months. You haven't left the buffet. We need to card you. You've ate all of this. You've ate all the pot roasts.
Yes. No more carving station for you.
We don't have enough Mountain Dew anymore because of you." And Dana hasn't left the buffet since she broke up with fucking Charlotte all these months ago. So they finally pulled her and said, "Hey, we're gonna put you in a match tonight, so you might want to calm down on the eating." This whole match.
She probably consults the new head of catering, Titus O'Neil.
Why did this fucking match happen to begin with?
I don't know. Dana needed to do something. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So the match, okay, all right. Listen, okay. I want to know why Sasha and Bayley are still buddy. Can someone answer this fucking question
Because
to
they
me?
need to keep up the illusion that Sasha is actually her friend for the heel turn later on.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you have done this before WrestleMania? Why in the world would you put two BFFs, two good friends, in a triple threat match against one really bad fucking person? What are they gonna team up on Charlotte half the time?
Maybe. I mean, that's what they should have done
This
the
dynamic-
last time they
this
were in a
is-
triple threat.
this
when
fucking
Charlotte
dynamic
literally
sucks.
ran roughshod over the both of them. It was
This-
terrible.
The dynamic of this is awful. You can't have a triple fucking threat match. I personally do not believe that every woman in this match is out to get the other woman.
Listen, the dub loves its triple threats. They love their triple threats for the belt. Fucking love
And I
it.
mean, you got to try to squeeze as many people on this card as you can.
Of course.
When your
they can show
roster
the air.
is the size of two fucking football teams, you got to stick as many fucking people as you can on one show, especially WrestleMania, the thrill ride or whatever the fuck they're calling it nowadays.
Yeah.
But the reason that I like this specifically, it's no secret. I'm a fan of Dana Brooke or whatever.
Are you?
I
The
am.
theme song is fucking sweet.
Yeah, and it's the first time in a while I've heard it, which is cool. Yeah, I am. I have been since NXT and all that. And granted, she hasn't done a whole lot since her and Emma
Back when
came
she was
over.
actually good.
Back when she was actually good.
When she was good.
I kind of feel like she should have went
Her
back
gimmick,
to
her
NXT.
character was good.
Built herself as a monster heel and trained a little more. But we haven't seen a whole lot of her since she came up and Emma got hurt, and then she abandoned that gimmick and started following Charlotte around. The only thing I've been waiting for from her is for what happened on Raw, for her to finally turn on Charlotte, who doesn't have the belt anymore. So it's like, why are you still sucking her dick? There's no reason to be on her nuts. She doesn't have the belt, so it was refreshing. I mean, albeit 4 months too late. It was refreshing to see her actually turn on
She's
Charlotte
her
and whip her ass.
protege. She's been schooling her this whole time.
Yeah, she's your protege. I'm pretty sure Dana Brooke is older than Charlotte. Who's schooling who? Like, that's...
Hey, man.
I'm sure this will culminate in a match next week.
Call Jimmy Jacobs.
And I'm actually looking forward to it because it's been a while since we've seen what Dana Brooke can do in the ring, and I feel like she's kind of underrated. So we'll see how it goes down.
The match itself, okay. We haven't seen Dana in fucking months, right?
Yep.
She looked really fucking rusty in this match. Really fucking rusty.
Which is why she needs to go back to NXT and retrain a little more.
I said that to myself. I said, man, Dana looks like shit in this match. But then again, I went, has she ever looked good?
Hey. She looked fine.
She
looked fine in development.
She looked really fucking awful in this match. She was slow in a lot of things. None of this shit was believable. She was just waiting for her to get hit half the time. I mean, it was really awful. It was really fucking bad.
She's not good.
Ring rust is a real thing. It happens to everybody.
Oh, when you've ate all the sushi,
give her time to shake it off.
When you eat all the fucking sushi at the buffet, it's a little you get a little slowed. Okay, so Sasha wins this match with a fucking roll up. In 3 minutes, by the way.
And grabs the tights, by the way, further building the whole
She doesn't grab the tights.
She didn't grab the tights.
She laid her hand in the tight area. She never actually grabbed.
She placed her hands on her...
She might as well have grabbed the fucking tights.
She did not... First of all, you don't need to grab tights on Dana Brooke. She sucks, and you could just sit on her.
That's kind of what she's been doing lately. That's what she was supposed to do to Nia. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to go down. They're slowly
She was supposed to do that to Nia. She was supposed to do that to Nia.
They're slowly building the Sasha heel gimmick.
But that wasn't a tight grab.
It might as well have been.
No.
She basically
Sasha sat her fucking 90-pound ass on Dana Brooke, who is probably weighs a little more than her, and she won the match. Yeah. Straight up. No, there was no fighting. I don't even know there was a submission in this fucking match.
You don't think that wasn't even just a little bit of a heel finish at all?
No. She sat on her, dude.
Okay.
She rolled her up and rested her palms flat on her back.
Right in the area where her tights would
be.
She grabbed
fucking sat on her.
The hard camera zoomed right in. She didn't grab him at all.
All right.
I don't know if that was a botched finish, but she didn't grab him at all.
Would it be the first time she did it? Because
I don't know. I feel like it would make a lot more sense if she did, considering that's what they're building her.
Well, sure, yeah, but she didn't.
What bothered me even more about this was the fact that later on we saw Bayley and fucking Sasha in the back, and it was Nia. Nia was booked against fucking Bayley.
Yep.
And she goes, I'm so scared. I don't want to take on Nia Jax.
Well, yeah, after she demanded that she be involved in WrestleMania.
Well, she was right.
Yeah.
Nia's not wrong.
She did pin the champion clean in the middle of the ring.
She pinned Sasha and fucking Bayley, who are two people in this fucking match, and she's not even in the title picture. But anyways, we saw Bayley and fucking Sasha in the back, and Sasha's like, don't worry, girl. Don't worry. Nia's not that hard to beat. Trust me. I've only been getting my ass handed to me for the last fucking 2 months. It's okay. She can be beat, and you know how? Just sit on her.
And definitely don't listen to all the haters out there.
No, don't listen to the haters or Chicago, which is the only town they've been in so far that is very anti-Bayley. But this didn't make any fucking sense because it's like Sasha. All of a sudden, Sasha's the Nia Jax expert. All of a sudden, because she sat on her at fucking Fastlane, beginning of the line, and all of a sudden that was it for Nia Jax. Her streak was over. She's like most girls now. Unfortunately, after this fucking match, then we get to see Charlotte break up with Dana for the fucking 6th time, as if. The only difference with this one is that Dana actually fought back, and Dana got a fucking pop.
Yeah.
More Roman than Roman.
Dana got a reaction from the crowd.
She actually got a chance.
Holy fuck, man. After all that time at the buffet, she finally gets some love. And it's been a long time coming, but it's a little late for any of this shit.
I'm sure her boys back in catering are really proud of her. Curtis Axel and Titus O'Neil.
Well, Curtis is really good with the cheesecake, so Mark's watching over the beef stew, so everything's going just fine in the back, and she can finally go back to being a good wrestler. But now, Dana's officially on her own now, as if it really matters. But what should we see from Dana now? Where's she gonna go?
I don't know.
Who is she going to fight?
Obviously, she's going to feud with Charlotte for a little bit, and which is going to get washed out in the title picture when that culminates. But
or her and Nia Jax are going to have a hot dog eating contest at WrestleMania.
But at least Dana's wrestling, and that's a step in the right direction.
Oh my god!
Sure.
So many things
Because
aside from
Lord
the final
knows
segment.
this roster needs women. Outside of like the horsewomen and Nia, there's nobody else. So
You've got Alicia Fox basically just
she's on 205.
She's
Or
hanging out.
She's on this.
she's not doing anything on 205
She's not doing a
Live.
goddamn
She's
thing.
doing a fucking thing on 205 Live. She could be at least trying to get involved in the women's title, but she's so busy with the Scottish Supernova. We've got to just suck his dick half the fucking time. We're on 205
She wasn't
Live.
doing much before that anyway.
No,
so
she was
okay.
not.
No.
She's been employed for fucking years now.
Yeah.
She's been employed since fucking Edge and Vicky Guerrero were getting married in like 08, 09. She's been around for a long fucking time,
Yeah, I
man.
think she's the longest
Tenured
tenured
diva.
diva. Yeah. Because the Bellas have had a breaking contract.
They had a break,
between
yeah.
Maurice, too.
It was between her and fucking Rosa Mendez. Rosa was around
Rosa's
forever.
gone. So.
Yeah, but before she got fucking released, it was her and Alicia that were just somehow still on the fucking payroll all of a sudden. Aside from that, we got to see Roman Reigns go up against a chicken wing. That's really what he was. You thought Jinder Mahal was going to win this match? Oh, by the way, Jinder
Juicer Mahal.
apparently got more veins this week. I don't know if you saw this guy.
He was looking pretty vascular, man. It was really weird.
This fucking guy stops Mick Foley cold in his tracks and says, "You better not be firing me, motherfucker." And Mick goes, or no, Jinder says the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm a main event talent.
Yeah. Okay, Jinder.
Main event talent on the show main event, maybe.
Yeah. I am a main event talent, and Rusev's been holding me back.
Really?
You better not fire me, Mick. I'll kick your fucking ass.
He does realize that Rusev is the actual main event talent in that pairing, right?
Yep.
Was Rusev on this show, Anthony?
No. There was no handsome Rusev.
No handsome
Lana.
Rusev. No Lana.
It's a goddamn shame.
Oh, actually, I think he's hurt. I think he's fucking injured.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
No way.
I think
I
that's
heard
why-
I heard there was heat on him too for cutting his hair.
for being good.
Well, that's it. Yeah,
For cut.
Wait, he's
Fuck
not
off.
allowed to cut his hair?
you're not allowed to do anything in this WWE without being allowed
Clearing.
to.
You can't
Yeah.
shave your beard unless you tell somebody you're shaving your fucking beard, apparently.
Oh, I see.
So Roman Reigns went up against a chicken wing, otherwise known as Jinder Mahal. Jinder actually got a little bit of offense in. If you watch the match closely, there was a gong that went off, and much like everybody on Monday Night Raw,
Time out. It is not a fucking gong.
Thank you.
Everybody who thinks it's a gong is a fucking moron. You're all fucking stupid. It's a church bell. It's a funeral bell. Why does nobody make this connection?
But Michael Cole said it's a gong.
Michael
It's
Cole
true.
and Shawn Michaels both said it, and they're both fucking morons.
Yeah, yeah. That, I thought the same thing when they said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, clearly it's a fucking church bell.
I had
why
the- yeah.
would it be a gong?
Yes.
Why would it be an Asian instrument? For,
Yes, he's
for a fucking
the Undertaker. The bell is tolling for the people he's coming to take. Oh my
You
god!
ask for whom the bell tolls.
Yes.
It tolls for thee.
Yes,
Obviously.
I had this debate in a Facebook group comment section 3 years ago, and I was apparently the
Seething.
idiot for knowing what a bell is.
Yeah.
The church bell doesn't sound very nice. The gong is.
It's a bell though; it's not a gong.
And they don't even sound alike. You've actually heard a gong. It doesn't
Yeah.
sound anything like that.
No,
So the gong sounded during this match to further.
What a
piss
fucking
off
asshole.
Anthony. Whatever. Bottom line is, once again, we are treated to somebody getting spooked by music coming from the Titantron. And Roman goes, "What? Where is he?"
Yeah. Also, when you hear that and you see nothing, why would you stare for 5 minutes? Go back to the opponent you have in.
Roman
the
stares at
ring.
a black Titantron
Yeah.
for about 10 seconds.
Meanwhile, there's a guy in the actual ring. There's an actual guy in front of him that wants to kick his ass.
He's got a lot of veins, and it's
Yes.
got a lot of pre-workout today. And apparently did a line of fucking coke before he got out there. But nonetheless, Jinder got some offense in, and of course, Roman won, because why wouldn't he? So then,
there was a moment, a brief split second, where I thought to myself, if Jinder actually goes over because of this
it would
distraction,
be fucking awesome.
no, I would have been fucking pissed just because.
What? No.
No. Just because of so many people that Roman's gone over up till now. If Jinder fucking goes over on that, I would have been so tight.
But it would have been a tainted win. It wouldn't have been a legit
I know,
thing,
but I still, it doesn't matter. I still would have been so pissed off.
Was I the only one that honestly thought that before he ran into Mick that he did about 800 push-ups right before he went there and just really wanted to look absurd? He looked like fucking Bane. It was ridiculous. It looked so ridiculous. I don't know what this guy's
It was
on.
pretty disgusting.
It was very disgusting. after we are treated to the great match between Jinder Mahal and fucking Roman Reigns, we get to see Shawn Michaels come out and tell Roman, hey, I wrestled The Undertaker once. Twice, and I lost.
But remember, he's not trying to confront Roman. He's not trying to be confrontational. He's just trying to give him some
He set up shop in Roman's mind. The Undertaker's smart. He played a gong on Monday Night Raw. Therefore, he's got the one up on Roman.
Like, for real, though, like, if this were real everything, why would Shawn Michaels fly himself out from Texas,
San
from
Antonio,
Texas, to Detroit to just be like, hey, dude, like...
Just
This probably isn't the best idea.
I saw Shawn come out.
Like he couldn't do this over text.
I saw Shawn come out, and any nostalgic fucking wrestling fan would have said, "Oh shit, it's Shawn Michaels," which he was unannounced. I don't think anyone knew.
Shawn Michaels hasn't done anything relevant.
No, but hold on. Let me finish my story, you fucking Mark. Anyways, Shawn Michaels was coming out, and I said, "Oh god, it's Shawn Michaels," and then immediately I thought to myself, "Wait a minute, is he going to talk about Gavin passing a stone again? Because I really don't care." But that movie's long gone, and now it happened, it released, and now no one cares. How about that? So, no, by the way, Shawn was here to warn Roman Reigns and says, better be careful with that guy, The Undertaker. He'll play with you a lot. Roman goes, no. They shouldn't be afraid. He shouldn't be, what was it? I should not be afraid of The Undertaker. The Undertaker should fear Roman Reigns. And you know what? For the first time in my life, I said, you know what? He's right. He's fucking right. The Undertaker should be afraid of Roman. Roman's beat everybody under the fucking sun. So there's a legitimate statement.
Yeah, and
by
the
Roman.
Undertaker's old, and I think he needs a hip.
He needs a hip.
Roman's
Or a knee or something.
You got a guy who's about 50 years old who needs a new hip, who's gained a little weight, but it's understandable. Then you've got an unstoppable force with a fucking with a vest, with a fucking bulletproof vest, who wrestles in combat pants. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Undertaker to go over to this
By
guy.
the way, I know it's WrestleMania season, but enough with this nostalgia acts. Like, when's the last time Shawn Michaels did anything relevant? When he turned on Daniel Bryan was probably the last thing he did that was relevant.
There was no follow up to that. Remember?
Yeah.
Zero follow up to that.
Yeah.
He turned on fucking D-Bry, and we never heard a word after
Yep.
it. It was like, oh, Shawn, Shawn.
That's like the last
nice guy.
kind of important thing that Shawn Michaels has done.
Let's get to the best part about this segment, okay? HBK warned Roman. Roman says, fuck that. Roman gets to the top of the fucking stage and gets killed, ran over, fucking plowed.
Knocked into the next fucking zip code.
If you would have told me that this was happening, I would have braced for it. But here I am just watching. I'm God, Roman, that cocky piece of shit.
He's got to do that fucking walk up the ramp and then stop and do that stupid
Turn
look over
around
his
and
shoulder.
go,
look back at Mr. WrestleMania.
Haha, Shawn, you're fucking old and balding. And nope, here comes Braun Strowman and kills Roman Reigns.
Absolutely.
Fucking murders the guy, sends him into the first row. And for the first time in my life, I said, what the fuck happened? Why?
Right?
Why did this happen? And good. Why? But why was this so good? Braun Strowman says, Shawn, you're lucky you're fucking old, because I would have ran you over too. I would have paid Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman to fucking beat the shit out of Shawn Michaels too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have bothered me much, man. Wouldn't have bothered me much. Let's move on to the most anticipated segment of the show, Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax.
Oh, man.
Wait, Sasha didn't wrestle in this match. Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax?
You mean Bayley?
Bayley
Yeah.
versus... I'm sorry.
I was about to
Holy
say, we just
fuck,
talked to
wait
the-
a minute.
I
I'm
was gonna say,
I'm already like Sasha did double duty. Hell no. Jesus Christ. So Bayley took on Nia Jax. Did Nia win this match? I don't remember if Nia won this match or not. I didn't even write the result down.
I believe it was DQ.
Yes, the match was thrown out because Nia had Bayley in the corner, and the ref rung the bell like super quick.
Yeah, for no reason.
This was the second match that ended in a fucking someone who DQ'd themselves for not abiding by the 5 count in the fucking corner.
Yeah,
it was this
which,
one.
by the way,
and-
when do you see 5 counts?
What was the other
ever
fucking match that happened? This happened
She
with
didn't even hit her 5 times. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 shoulder blocks and 2 stomps.
Zayn and fucking Jericho and against Joe and Kevin. That ended in the same way, where it was a 5 count. They didn't abide by it. In fact, match was thrown out. But yeah, Nia fucking wouldn't lay off of Bayley. So I guess this did nothing for anybody because Nia DQ'd herself, and she doesn't get a match at Mania. So what did this had no part? This literally offered nothing to the show.
Well, like she said at the end of the match, she proved that Bayley's a little girl and she's a real woman.
Yes, that real woman's not at all on a match at Mania for the Women's Championship.
Nope.
I would like to point out for this match, the match itself was whatever. I would like to. The best part about this whole segment was that when the wacky waving, inflatable, arm flailing Bayley buddies were presented, Corey Graves said that
this is the light of the show.
The only meaningful relationships Byron Saxton's ever had is with inflatable things.
Well, he said that because that was what him and Bayley.
Yeah, and then Byron turns to fucking Corey Graves and goes, "Excuse me." Silence for like 5 fucking seconds. And when Michael Cole gets back on the mic, you could tell he wants to laugh so fucking hard. Because Byron Saxton, the fucking nerd that he is.
What a tool.
The only reason Byron works for this company is to talk about the Bayley buddies. That's literally the only thing that he offers to this show.
Which one of them didn't fully inflate? The green one? Like
she helped. She gave it a... She helped it out.
Give it a little boost to get it up.
There was a tag match with Kev. Kevin, by the way, the KO Mania shirt is awesome. With the WrestleMania 2 logo. Holy fuck.
Is that a real shirt?
No, sadly, it's a printed shirt. I thought this fucking guy put tape on the fucking shirt.
I thought so, too.
I thought that was authentic tape that he put on there. And I said,
rad.
That would be amazing. I would fucking buy that shit just like that with the tape on it. We got to see the whole spotlight to himself, and he talked about, how he lost it. Or, no, not even. He didn't even talk about Goldberg. He just talked about... Oh, no, he said... Goldberg did not beat him. Chris Jericho beat him. Yeah. Which I said to myself, Kev, I really like you, but fucking you're so stupid. Yeah. It was the stupidest thing you could ever say. You are the fucking 500th man that got distracted by a tune on the Titantron.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's a guy in the ring that wants to actually kick your ass.
Take your fucking head off, but the music stopped you from winning the match.
Well, technically, Jericho did come out,
The fact that he said Goldberg didn't beat him
is closer to him.
Yeah, I know.
There's a guy in the ring who is hopped up on fucking steroids and a whole lot of Mountain Dew, and he's ready to kick his ass.
But at least if there's a guy coming down the ramp, you have something to look at beyond the music,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many times are people getting distracted by music these days?
That's the new thing.
It's a common thing in WWE television now. Everyone's got to be distracted by a fucking song, and it makes absolutely no sense. There's a tag match with Joe and Kev against the Triple H heavy group, I guess, against Zayn and Y2J, and ended in DQ. And the good guys got their ass whipped. That's all you need to know. That's pretty much the extent of this.
Can we call them the new 3-minute warning?
I guess. That was it though. That's all we saw of all these guys. So I guess I still don't know what Joe's doing at fucking Mania. They didn't really talk about it. They didn't allude to anything that Joe is doing at WrestleMania, so I hope he's in a decent match here, but sadly, he might be in the same state as AJ Styles. In a shitty match that no one gives a fuck about. Maybe. I don't know why you didn't put AJ versus Samoa Joe.
Maybe he gets to fight...
they're not on the same brand.
Maybe he gets to fight
Interpromotional matches. Interpromotional matches. What's the problem with that? Those are nice ideas, right?
Yeah, but they're not going to do that.
But they could.
They could.
At least not yet.
They have all the opportunity in the world. Anyways... The final thing I want to talk about is the first thing on this show. Lesnar and Heyman. You know the deal. Nothing really important happened. Heyman talked about how Lesnar is going to win. Goldberg's going to lose.
It's the same shit that happens on every Brock Lesnar.
The same
Paul Heyman
segment. Exactly. It's always nice to see Brock, but at the same time, it's the same shit over and over again.
Who cares about Brock? It's always nice to see Paul Heyman.
Paul is getting a little annoying nowadays, and not in a good way.
It's the same promo every week that they're on for every feud.
Well, aside from the final segment on Raw, which included Triple H, everything else is complete horseshit on this whole show.
Yep.
So that's that. Now, SmackDown live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We did not have Mauro Ranallo on the show, which was sad.
Yes.
He got caught up in the storm, and not Byron. I'm sorry. It's hard to get. It's so easy to get these guys confused. David Otunga was off filming a movie.
Good. I hope he's gone for a long time.
It was very nostalgic to see a traditional two-man booth once again.
I think
two-man
JBL
booth. What is
and
that?
Face fucking Phillips.
In the beginning, 4-hour boner fucking Phillips gets to host a show. And JBL on color. And I do like the fact that JBL alluded to the fact he said, holy fuck, there's room at this table now. We usually have 800 fucking people on this fucking, at this damn desk.
And then when you have guests on commentary, like
Jesus.
there's 30 people like in a line.
They're not even sitting at the desk at that point.
Yeah.
They're not even at the
I
table.
will never forget seeing The Miz, Maurice,
John Cena, no, RJ, or,
Baron Corbin,
yeah, Baron Corbin.
fucking Maurice, Miz, JBL, fucking Tom Phillips, fucking Mauro Ranallo. 6 fucking people at
7.
one. What?
7.
Forgot about Ortunga.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot about fucking David Otunga. 7 fucking people at the desk, and it was good to see just 2 fucking guys.
At that point, it's pretty much a round table discussion.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
So the whole purpose of this show, the body of this SmackDown was Shane McMahon and AJ Styles. Now, if you are like everybody else on the planet, you will know that I do not want this happening. AJ Styles, actually, I listened to him on the he had an episode with Sam Roberts earlier in the week, or last week. And Sam asks him, he says, what do you think about being thrown into a match with, Shane McMahon? You're one of the best wrestlers on the fucking show, yet you're wrestling Shane McMahon. And you would really think AJ is going to say that he doesn't want to do it. Of course he's going to say, I just really want to be part of WrestleMania, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, he's not going to say anything
He's
bad.
not going to... Give me a fucking break. AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon.
And Sam Roberts knows that. He works for, he does shit for WWE, so,
Does
this is a
anybody
softball
at
question,
this
I'm sure.
fucking table want to see AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon?
It's not something that, I was like, oh, man, this needs to happen. But I also, am not against seeing it.
All right.
We've always lauded Shane McMahon as the best non-wrestling wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah,
Shane
I
is, for a person who's not a full-time wrestler, he's pretty decent talent. He's not awful.
Yeah.
But AJ Styles is not of this planet.
Yeah.
You can't have
AJ Styles
him.
should be doing more than this, but
There's how many
Agreed.
guys on this fucking roster can you put him up against? You can put him up against Joe, like I said, in a promotional match. You could put him up against Nakamura, but don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. You're not going to call up Nakamura with fucking 18 days left to go for WrestleMania.
yeah.
You could put
This
him
might
up
be something you
against...
see next WrestleMania.
Who else could he go up against, man? Fucking virtually anybody. Anybody. Austin Aries. I mean, Austin's got a match at Mania now, but I would love to see Austin Aries versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles versus fucking Daniel Bryan, please. Daniel Bryan, one more match, please. Just fill in for Shane.
Well, they're not going to let Daniel Bryan wrestle again, so.
They're not going to let Daniel Bryan wrestle, but they let fucking Nikki Bella go around and just do whatever she wants.
Because she doesn't have concussions.
That's bullshit, man. Give the guy one more fucking match, please. Just spare him this one fucking show.
Well, he'll probably have one more match when he gets out of his contract next year and goes to wrestle in Japan.
Yeah.
Yep.
And kill himself over there. AJ cuts a promo in the beginning of the show, talks about how he's robbed of the opportunity to be at Mania, and he says pretty much what we all think. He's the best wrestler on the roster. He's had the best year of anybody. People do pay money to see him. They're all there for him. And he's right. He's the only guy who cuts heel promos, and he's 100% fucking correct.
And everyone's cheering along like, yeah, AJ, we're sheep, yeah.
This is the only guy on the whole fucking roster that cannot buy a boo.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Can't buy a fucking boo. Can't buy a hiss. People love him. They love to see him. They only want to see him, okay? He's the only guy that hasn't been in WWE for this long, and he's the most over dude who had never stepped into the ring prior to last year.
Absolutely.
It's pretty fucking amazing, but we will see where this all heads. Eventually, there was a backstage segment. All AJ did was really wait for fucking Shane McMahon. He got to the fucking ring, or he got to the arena. Then he put his fucking head through a Cadillac. A Cadillac window, by the way. And I thought it was hilarious how there was a camera.
Yeah. Ruined a cool moment by overproducing the segment.
The illusion of, holy fuck, this guy's head just went through a fucking car door. Then you go around, and then Tom Phillips later on in the show goes, by the way, we've got exclusive footage on the head of Shane McMahon going to let's check it out. Because there was a Bang Bros fucking camera in the back of the Cadillac that
Why
he
would
put
you
his
have a
fucking
camera
head.
on propped up in a parked car?
That ruined it for me. Yeah, I will agree. That ruined this whole
Yeah.
thing for me.
And it was a pretty cool segment, you know.
It was
because
cool until it was overproduced.
You got Shane showing a little color, you know. He's bleeding all over the place. I haven't seen anything like this since Shawn Michaels' head went through a limo windshield
boy.
back in the day.
When that mysterious man beat him up backstage.
And that footage was very hard to find.
Oh yeah, it was all scattered, and then
It took a month to clear that shit.
they had to do some more tracking on that.
Tracking.
That was this whole show, basically. At the end of the show, Shane McMahon came out and said, yeah, you know what? By the way, with the trademark logo, this guy really cut it short. I mean, it's the last possible fucking second.
Yeah, my DVR didn't even catch the end of it, which never happens on SmackDown.
Walked straight through Gorilla and said, hey, by the way, guys.
Walk straight through Gorilla as you see Arn Anderson producing the match before that. You hear him, like, saying stuff over the headset.
But it's hilarious because we get to see the Gorilla position, and it looks like way better than it did back in the day. Gorilla back in the day was a fucking wood table with Vince McMahon just in a fucking dark corner with a headset on and a fucking and a monitor.
Like it's a really nice spot now.
It looks like a fucking like the voice like the, for fucking American Idol. What? God, I'm losing track of what the fuck they were. What the fuck were they? They're the fucking people that were deciding if they were good or not. I don't even fucking remember.
The Voice.
No, man, on American Idol. Paula Dean.
Paula Dean. You mean Paula Abdul?
Paula Abdul.
Wow, Paul Dean. Different personality. Different media personality.
And Simon Cowell and fucking...
Whatever, man. The fucking... You know what I'm talking about. The people who decide. The judges. God, the judges. Yeah, they look like judges from The fucking Voice. Back as opposed to what they looked like back in the day. But anyways...
By the way, it was nice to see Adam Pearce get like 3 seconds of TV time.
Yeah. It was nice to see Arn Anderson... You know how many people produce these fucking segments that are awful? A whole bunch of fucking people. You never see the producer list on Raw? It's like Devon Dudley.
Yeah. Devon's Road Dogg's a producer.
Road Dogg's on SmackDown. I'm talking about Raw.
Yeah. Oh, Raw.
You've seen the list for Raw. It's like Devon Dudley and a whole bunch of people you never knew still worked for this fucking company.
Really?
And Michael Cole was backstage too. Did you see that on SmackDown last week?
Yes.
What, he's a producer all of a sudden? On SmackDown?
I'm sure he probably helps pipe in with the announcer stuff.
He's piping in. Fuck.
So in either case, here comes Shane McMahon walking out to the ramp, looking like a co-ed who just lost her virginity. You know, fucking shirts inside out, hanging off the shoulder, showing a little strap.
Yeah. By the way, how does getting thrown through a window with your leather jacket over it rip your shirt up like that?
Right. Unbuttons all the buttons when you're heavy.
Yeah.
Was it me or did that window break a little too easy?
Oh no, it was totally made to break. Yeah,
It was
that was definitely not tempered safety glass.
Dude, they're not gonna throw him through real glass. They're not gonna risk that. You remember when Goldberg punched
Goldberg? That's a man. He punched through a real fucking window.
Yeah.
And was out for 9 months after that.
Yeah, no laminated glass, man. That's not cool.
This was a nice little segment though for SmackDown. I mean, SmackDown is known for doing that. We saw fucking Nikki Bella
this was pretty edge. We got to hear the word bitch. We got to see some blood.
Hold on a second. We hear bitch at least once every fucking week on SmackDown.
And dude, I can't wait for them to go back to this next week on SmackDown and totally edit out the bitch or cut it short.
Yeah, right. They're allowed at least one bitch every SmackDown.
One bitch, one ass.
We don't get to hear Maurice say it though. I mean, she cut a pretty sweet promo.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. But I do want to speak about Natty versus Becky Lynch. Actually, I don't. No one cared about this match, but we do want to talk about Carmella super kicking both of them, which is super exciting.
Hey.
Because before the match actually happened, they showed the graphic of where Tom Phillips says, every available woman's going to be at Mania for this championship match. And they show the graphic. It's 4 fucking women. The only women that are available for this match. They said every available woman as if there was a large pool of women.
I mean, I think there's only 7 women on the roster.
And Nikki's already bogged up in a match. Nikki's already in a match.
That's the funny thing about it. Just make it a fatal 4-way, make it a fatal 5-way.
Well, no, because you want to say every available woman. Because you got to have the Naomi surprise.
Got to have the big Naomi pop.
And they haven't announced what kind of match this is either. Is it a gauntlet match? Is this
they don't even know. Yeah, that's right.
That's what they said. Is this a lumberjack match? Which, by the way, guys, it would be a lumberjill match. And no, it won't because there's not enough people on the Raw. I don't even know why they would say that.
Who are going to be the lumberjills, dudes? You're going to put Mojo Rawley and fucking Tyler Breeze?
That would be hilarious.
Out there to fucking throw.
Just throw out the whole catering crew.
It'll give Tyler something to do, right?
That would be a fucking very intriguing concept. You have 4 women in the ring. It's a lumberjill/Jack match. And we could call it, I don't know, misogyny fatal 4-way or some shit like that. And every time the women go out, you can't hurt them, but you can throw them back in the ring aggressively. So you could do the bare minimum.
You just crowd surf them back to the ring.
That's it. You can't beat them up. You can't hit them with nothing. You just got to throw them back in the ring and be a gentleman. That was the whole extent of this fucking match.
Hold the ropes for them.
All it did was promote Carmella. So now Carmella is in this mysterious gauntlet/fatal 5-way match / we know Naomi's coming back match. That was the extent of that shit.
I hope it's at least elimination.
I hope it is too.
Yeah. Well, there'll be at least 6 women in this match, so.
Yeah.
We get to. They've reminded us that Cena hosted the Kids' Choice Awards, which was okay, I guess.
Which Nickelodeon's still sliming people in 2017.
You didn't know that?
Man.
They slime people every fucking year,
I know.
man.
But
That's their gimmick, man.
I guess. Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, they're still doing this shit? Really? It's been like 40 fucking years of slime.
Yep.
Like, cut it out.
Yep. Then we get to the Miz TV segment, which was actually pretty fucking good.
Well, it's The Miz. Everything The Miz does is pretty fucking good.
I wanted to point this out. This was something that occurred to me watching this segment. The Miz is really good, but he's also very, very good nowadays because he has a hot wife, which makes you hate The Miz even more because he talks a lot of shit and he's a fucking nerd, but he's banging a really hot woman, and you can't fucking stand that.
Yeah.
It pisses you off, and I can't believe he's banging Maurice, and that's what makes me like Miz even more. The fact that he could talk a lot of shit, he's really annoying, and he's banging a hot woman. All the good makeup of a very good heel. The segment itself was mostly directed towards Maurice. This was the Maurice and Nikki show.
Yes.
So Maurice got to talk about how she was backstabbed, etc., etc. Anthony, would you like to talk about the entire storyline that this was all about? I don't remember it. It has something to do with contracts.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't remember. That's why I asked you, because you knew about it last fucking week. We talked about it.
So, this was brought up in the early part of last season of Total Divas, or technically the first half of this season of Total Divas, because we're in a hiatus right now. But
Cry.
Apparently, when the Bellas and Maurice's contract came up, I guess around the same time, they got a new offer, and the Bellas said, or Nikki said, no, wait, Maurice, we can go back and renegotiate for more money. And instead of renegotiating for more money, the Bellas just took that contract, and Maurice then went back and the contract was, I guess,
Significantly lower.
no longer offered.
Oh.
It was no longer on the table.
So they paid them more
Yeah.
in order to
They
just
left
keep
her
both of
high
them.
and dry.
Yes. And yep. And Maurice has held the grudge ever since. Even though I think it was resolved on Total Divas.
But here's the thing. It's a real life conflict that
Yeah.
really happened. There was true heat.
Yeah.
They brought it to the SmackDown.
It would just make more sense, especially if you want your audience to watch Total Divas, that you would have had this going on
Yeah.
with that episode coming up instead of them. I'm pretty sure that they kind of resolved their issues. So
They're women. They resolve and have issues all the time. It never ends. But the fact that they actually brought this into the storyline itself is good because all they really had to go on from before this was John doesn't want to marry Nikki. Nikki's a whore. Nikki wants money. John's a whore and wants money. That's really all Miz had to say.
Yeah.
And then finally Maurice actually gets to talk about the real shit that happened with both of these women. So the real reason that they fucking hated each other finally gets brought to light. And Miz hates John because he's John Cena and he hosts the Kids' Choice Awards. That's pretty much it. But the Miz was great. Maurice, for getting an extended period of time on the mic, was not bad. I mean, a little slow at times.
Yeah.
But she did pretty fucking good. And then she dropped the B word. Call Nikki a bitch.
Damn.
Thanks, Ron.
Enhanced everything after that. So Maurice, and backstage it goes like this. Road Dogg goes, okay, who would like the bitch this week on SmackDown? Anybody? Maurice goes, I will gladly take that bitch this week. So you get one bitch every single week on SmackDown. But it's almost getting used so much now that you kind of expect it now. So when people start getting called cunts, then maybe I'll start investing more.
Like that'll ever happen.
Cunt's not a terrible word.
This is an ICW.
Oh God, we need to more. I mean, America needs to accept the word cunt. It's great, it's strong, and it just proves a point, man. And women need to stop taking it so seriously.
Yeah, man. Cunt is the new bitch.
It is. It is. Bitch is accepted on television. It's
Yeah,
totally
but
okay
it needs to
now.
be more like the UK. And
Yeah, they don't give a fuck at all.
Yeah, in the UK, I mean, dudes are cunts. Everyone's cunts.
yeah,
You know, it's
cunts
awesome.
like
So Nikki and John, the Kids' Choice Award, Team Kids' Choice comes out, storms the ring, and Nikki cuts a pretty fucking good promo. I'm not gonna lie. Nikki's pretty fucking stiff on like pretty much everything she does. She's getting okay. It took her this long to get decent.
Yeah.
But she cut a pretty fucking believable promo saying, hey, your man is a pussy. You're a money-grubbing whore. You take everyone's money that's here in this audience, etc., etc. And I believed her.
yeah.
And you could genuinely see, now this might not go over on wrestling fans the right way, but you could tell that Nikki Bella is in love with this whole angle. Because if John's in it, holy fuck.
She gets to kiss her boyfriend on TV.
She is super stoked, and I bet John is cringing. He really wants...
I can't
do this anymore.
He's like, I came back for this. I've got like real movies to film.
So Michael Hayes, goes up to Nikki and says, Nikki, so you and John and me. Michael Hayes. He's a fucking,
I know.
He's a writer. Goes up to Nikki and goes, oh, by the way, Nikki, we're going to book you and John in a match together. You guys go out there and kiss and do all that cute stuff. And Nikki's like, yay. And John gets the script and goes, are you fucking serious? I have to kiss this fucking bitch. She's going to be all over me because she can't fucking control herself. Nikki Bella looks happy. And that's okay. It's good to see genuine reaction from a fucking broad. It's nice. But we're all cringing on the inside because we're all dudes and we all know how John feels about all of this.
Yup.
So that was great segment, by the way.
Yeah.
And Brian then books the big match at Mania.
Yep.
The big tag match. It's going down at Mania. The big face punching extravaganza between Team Married and Team Not Married. So that was that. Mickey James versus Alexa Bliss. Mickey wins with a Mick kick. So the champion loses on SmackDown. Once again, champion's losing on the fucking TV shows, on the weekly TV shows. I guess to make sure that we all know Mickey was relevant at some point.
Sold it pretty well, though.
This match was all right. I mean, it was all right. I do want to mention something about Pittsburgh, fucking Pennsylvania. After the Miz and Cena segment, the Miz TV segment, this crowd died awfully. They died a hard fucking death. I don't know if you realize this shit.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, they were quiet after that, it was a slow decline. I don't know if you saw Randy come out and try to get the fucking crowd hyped up because they were falling asleep on his ass. You didn't see that shit?
It's not hard to fall asleep on Randy Orton.
Yeah,
though.
it really isn't.
This is the climax of your show, Randy Orton.
Even if it is Shittsburg.
Pittsburgh was awful. After that Cena Miz segment, it was all downhill from there. Like I said. Then we get a whole bunch of segments of AJ waiting for Shane. We talked about that already. Then Brian proceeds to fire AJ Styles on television. So now AJ does not work for the company anymore. And I think Anthony said that he's actually on the alumni list now.
The alumni section. So
Yeah.
they're really playing up
This
this
is,
whole angle here. There are rumors out there that might have AJ going to Raw at some point.
That would be crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
So SmackDown's going to be losing one of their biggest stars.
Yeah.
So does that mean the club's going to have all the gold?
The club's not relevant anymore.
I know, but,
They've fallen so hard. They should have just left him on. They should have just kept him with AJ so they could be his henchmen. They'd been way more fucking relevant than what they're doing right now. We had a filler moment with Mojo and Dolph. No one cares. Really, no one gave a shit. Then we got to see Randy Orton, like what I started before. Randy wanted to address Bray Wyatt. Say that I was a snake in the grass. And when you can't beat them, you join them. And then you find out shit about them, then you burn their sister's body at their fucking shed.
He said pretty much all the same shit he said before.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing we've heard Randy talk about. Nothing new. But then we get to see Bray Wyatt rub his fucking body in his dead sister's ashes.
That was fucking,
super
disturbing.
cringe,
That was extremely fucking creepy. So here's what I'm to understand.
He rubbed on his face and shit. Oh.
Sister Abigail was the culmination of the demon or of Satan himself, right? So now that she's gone, he will then rub her powers on him. So now Bray Wyatt is Satan himself because his dead sister's ashes are all over him now. By the way, good on him for recovering all that. We couldn't see the rest of the shed, but it's good to see that it was still in one piece, I guess.
Yeah.
Who was it on the show that acknowledged the fact that Randy didn't go to jail? Or
AJ.
Was that AJ?
Yeah.
AJ in the beginning
for you.
segment.
Good for you, AJ, for pointing that shit out. The same thing we said last week.
Says Randy Orton is in the main event of WrestleMania. Meanwhile, he's not. He hasn't been arrested for arson.
Yeah.
He
Committing a felony on live television.
He doesn't get penalized for burning down a man's shed. And now he has to seek insurance for this fucking stupid shit. But somebody did allude to the fact that maybe, right? maybe Randy just did it, but he's still in a relationship with Bray Wyatt secretly. So that way, the what is it? When you're in a relationship with someone, or you're married to somebody, the insurance clears out or something like that. I totally forgot where I heard this from.
I don't know where you're getting at.
If Randy and Bray are still in a relationship, right, secretly,
Yeah.
that if he burns down his house, then it's covered completely. But if they broke up, then Bray Wyatt has to pay for it himself. No? Isn't there some sort of relationship issue with that?
I'm not sure. I mean, does he have farmers or not?
We are farmers.
Someone got into a very big conversation about
This is the
this.
second week in a row we made a farmers insurance reference.
Yep.
We are plugging them super hard.
Super hard.
I do want to mention, aside from my complete fucking I was lost as to what I was trying to the joke I was trying to allude to.
Are you trying to get at insurance fraud? I don't think it has anything to do with being in a relationship for insurance fraud. But
Well, anyways, Wyatt rubs his body with his dead sister's ashes. Now, I thought this was the ending of SmackDown. I was wrong. Apparently, there was one more match after this. I thought this was the end of SmackDown.
yeah.
It was not. As a matter of fact, there was one more match. How do you follow Bray Wyatt rubbing his body with his dead sister's ashes with an American Alpha match?
Yeah.
And I said to myself, holy shit, American Alpha works for this company still. How good. I don't know if you gentlemen saw this match, but it was a bore. Yeah. And I don't mean as far as the guys. Well, yeah, there was a lot of headlocks, which is the one thing you can't do with a fucking crowd that's falling asleep.
Yeah.
That's the one thing you don't do. You don't put guys in fucking headlocks on live television. Slow down the match even fucking more. Aside from that, this match was literally taking place to just show Shane walking out of the fucking arena and coming back. That was it. They couldn't just show this guy with a camera in the back. They had to put American Alpha out there to basically die a slow death in front of Pittsburgh.
He deked out. I think it was Fit Finley's like, nah, man, you walk in front of me, and then he turns right around.
Yeah, turns right around to proclaim that AJ's a cock. But before that, like this match with the Usos in America was so slow and boring,
I had no interest in this match.
And people were not into it at all. At all. I mean, there was chance for Angle. Kurt Angle was getting chance. That's how slow this fucking match was. People started. It was very low. You had to listen very good. But there was a chant for USA going on. I don't know if you guys heard this.
No, I heard the Angle chant.
Okay, if you are chanting USA with American Alpha and the Usos, who are from the United States of America, do not chant for the USA. Unless you're chanting for the fucking channel they're on. But why would you do that?
Because America is in their name.
Why do people chant USA? Why do we feel... Anyways, I'm sorry. It was very drowned out. It was just something that it was a faint chant that was starting up, and I'm glad it got fucking drowned out because it was ridiculous. This is how SmackDown ended. Shane McMahon comes out, proclaims that he's eventually gonna wrestle AJ at WrestleMania. That was it. You had a 20-minute match, 15-minute match to just lead up to Shane saying how he's gonna be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Why did you put American Alpha out there to die in front of a dead fucking crowd?
No, just fill the time.
To fill the time to show back. By the way, the crowd didn't even see the Shane McMahon segment. I don't know if you saw that. It was a little window in the fucking corner.
Was that on the Titantron?
Nope, wasn't on Titantron.
They probably wanted the big surprise.
The crowd was was left out of that whole situation. So that was it. That was SmackDown ended very awkwardly with American Alpha as the main event. So yeah, that was SmackDown in a nutshell. Overall, it pretty much was the AJ Shane show.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the only storyline that got really advanced in this whole thing. And we got a little more info on this mysterious fucking women's match, but that was SmackDown. And we will. And you have any thoughts on this, Tyson? How do you still hate this Orton and Wyatt angle?
Yeah, it's still shaping out to be pretty much as everyone predicted. Like this is like as far as SmackDown's concerned, this is the most predictable main events for WrestleMania like ever. You know, like everyone said, the whole Shane AJ thing was going to happen.
Yeah.
It's unfolding before our very eyes. It's all very formulaic.
By the way, where's Luke Harper in all this?
That's what I've been saying.
What's he doing?
Cleaning a car.
I don't know.
Fixing a muffler.
He needs
Dirtying his wife beaters.
We've got like 18 days. He needs to find a way to shoehorn himself into this and make it a triple threat. Because Lord knows it's going to be slow as fuck if it's just Bray and Randy.
Yep.
He uses Gastro GTX to clean his fucking tank tops, apparently.
Yeah.
So that was SmackDown. And Anthony, you didn't see the 205 Live match, right? The Fatal
No, I
5-way?
did not.
Okay. So me and Tyson saw this match. We were
Yep.
genuinely interested in this match. For one reason, and one reason reason only, Austin Aries.
Yup.
Pretty much it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much all that we wanted to see because we all knew what was going to happen. So Austin Aries wins the fucking Fatal 5-Way. The Fatal 5-Way match itself, I was excited to see all these guys in the ring. It was mostly it was a big brawl in the beginning. Guys got booted out. 2 guys were in the middle of the ring. They fought each other. They get fucking bumped out. 2 more guys get in the ring. It was just a singles match constantly.
By the way, a highlight of this match for me was that ratchet fucking knee that Tony Nese delivered to Austin Aries.
Yeah.
When he broke the barricade.
Yeah.
Shattered the barricade.
Broke
like
the
3
fucking
places.
barricade.
Like, he took the full brunt of that knee to the face through the barricade. That was amazing.
The spot with the fucking sliced bread / powerbomb combo, which looked so like Kendrick did not get any of that at all. It was just a big fucking powerbomb by Austin Aries on TJ Perkins. But Austin wins the match, and now we get Austin Aries versus Neville at WrestleMania, which I will say it right now, probably be the best match on the whole fucking show. Really,
Probably, yeah.
It will steal the show, and no one will talk about anything else because it's fucking
I hope
WrestleMania.
it's not on the pre-show.
It better not be. It really better not be. I hope
First time I've ever said that for a 205.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's not on the pre-show.
Austin Aries is one of the best fucking talents they've got, and really, if you saw this match, you saw he was the only one that got a reaction out of this whole fucking match. No one else.
Neville's pretty good too. So
Neville's pretty. His new gimmick is really over, and people love it. Tony Nese is he's very weird. I don't know. He's just so. Yeah, he's cool. He's an athlete. He looks great.
You don't like the premier athlete?
I mean, well, this guy is very just cut and paste. Like, I want to like Anthony Nee. I like all of these guys, but it's just the way they're being presented to me. It's just he likes
they're all vanilla midgets.
He likes to kiss his biceps and talk about how he's great in the ring, and that's pretty much it. And he's good in the ring. These guys are all good in the ring.
Oh yeah.
But TJ Perkins has died a slow death, and he got reinvigorated by this fucking Shinsuke Nakamura match. But other than that, no one gives a shit about him on 205 Live. What else? Brian Kendrick. Oh my god. I saw Brian Kendrick and Austin Aries in the same ring, and it gave me fucking terrible memories of the Battle of Los Angeles 2009, where they had the worst fucking match I've ever seen in my life. I hate Brian Kendrick, and I never want to see him again in a fucking ring. I really just don't like him. And he was not good with fucking Big Zeke back in the day either. That was bullshit. But that was pretty much the only reason we saw 205 Live.
Last time he was good was with Paul London.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They were the longest reigning SmackDown champions.
Really?
Yeah, before the split, before they combined everything.
No shit.
Yeah. So now that was 205 Live. And then anything else happened, I think Noam Dar had a match with somebody, and I couldn't give a shit.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, no one gives a shit. The only thing we have left to talk about was NXT, but none of us here really watched NXT. No one really watched.
Saw the title match pretty much.
We saw that. Yeah, we just wanted to see who won the match between Owen and fucking and Rude.
Which was predictable. Bobby Roode won.
Yeah. And the rest of the show we didn't really watch because we wanted to. It was getting awfully late.
And the internet here has been a little choppy because of the storm.
Because Hurricane fucking Stella crushed all of our dreams of watching NXT. But nonetheless, Bobby Roode and Nakamura will be the main event at NXT TakeOver Orlando. I didn't see what else they advanced, but I'm sure Roderick Strong got his ass kicked somewhere along the line. But we will watch it again. And that was WWE television this week. Raw was pretty shit up until the end, and SmackDown was very confusing. All of it was very confusing, and 18 days away from WrestleMania, and we are all still much confused with a lot of things. But we all know one thing. That Lesnar and Goldberg match will not last more than 5 minutes.
Nope.
That is for sure.
No.
And that is it. Closing arguments, gentlemen?
I got nothing.
Had nothing all night. You've been falling asleep over here on me.
This has been shaping up to be another god-awful WrestleMania season.
Yeah, this is probably going to be worse than last year's Mania.
Yeah, and last year's WrestleMania was
if you can believe
the
that.
shits.
There's nothing to look forward to.
Not at all.
Really?
No, really.
The Mania picture, TakeOver is always going to be, we always look forward to TakeOver more than anything else, really. I mean, that's it. That's all they have is TakeOver, and WrestleMania is one. It's a very glittery piece of shit.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else to look forward to. It's going to be the longest fucking snooze fest we've ever seen. We all know who's winning.
6.5 hours.
Put Braun in a match, please. Let him do something.
He's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh yeah.
So when he wins that match, he will finally be able to walk
during the
around
pre-show,
Yeah.
and say,
That show, I'm pretty sure that match will be on the legit show.
it's the biggest match of the night.
Oh, at least we were saved. We won't have Big Show versus Shaq at WrestleMania.
Why not?
Because Big
Really?
Show's going to be in the Battle Royal.
Oh, okay. Hey, maybe Shaq will be too.
God, I hope not.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? All year long, I've been looking forward to this match.
Fuck you, dude.
You're telling me that Shaq is not taking on Big Show. I'm
No.
out. I'm not paying for this fucking pay-per-view with you guys.
Nonsense.
You weren't paying for it to
Not
begin with.
chipping in. I'm not chipping in the $54.95 for this fucking HD product.
Wow.
God. Well, WrestleMania, everybody, is looking like shit. And we are still 18 days away. We're dangerously close. So if you want to relive a better WrestleMania, go watch WrestleMania 20. It happened on March 14th.
Where it
2
all
days
began.
ago. Where it all began.
Again. Yeah.
Yep.
And watch Shawn Michaels take on Triple H and Vacant. So now we will leave you.
Stevie Richards.
Yeah. I've been Joey Nohana. That's been Tyson Tulu to my left.
Hey.
And that's been Anthony Caruso. And one more time, you can get all of our MP3s on PodBean, falconarrow.podbean.com. I still have to remember that URL.
One day we'll get it.
Yeah. Get it on the go. Listen to our beautiful sulky voices as much as you want. And this has been Falcon Arrow. We will rejoin you guys next Wednesday night, I suppose, or next Thursday, whenever we get together again. And hopefully we will be able to do some Ring of Honor reviews.
Yes, we'll be super late on the 15th anniversary.
Oh,
show.
yeah. We got to start somewhere. We'll start doing some more indie stuff. We're waiting for the new PWG DVD to come in, so we might do that. And, look forward to some more indie stuff. And Lucha Underground on fucking Netflix.
Yes.
So, good times.
So, you guys, mostly Joey can watch all the stuff that I've already seen already.
Totally left out because I don't
Right.
give a fuck about Lucha. But anyways, that's been this week, and we will see you guys later. Top guys out.
Link me.